Hey guys, marching percussion for band directors. We're going to be talking in this video a little bit about muscle groupings. Let's jump right into it. So there's three muscle groupings we should really be concerned with pretty much in all areas of percussion. You have your arm, which is sort of as a unit that kind of moves. You have your wrist, and then you have your fingers. Now, with a lot of younger players, it's super easy as a music educator to say only play with your wrists, just because it's something that we've kind of all heard, whether it be in our percussion methods or you've probably heard a few percussion instructors say that. Let's actually dive a little bit deeper into what that actually means and probably how that can maybe confuse a few students, especially when it's time to play literature that kind of gets a little bit outside of the normal boundaries. First of all, here, let's talk about what some of the things are good at. Now, your arm, even though sometimes we tell people not to play with it, is extremely good for things like power. So imagine you're playing something like a drum set and you really have to lay into that snare drum, just nice rim shots on every single one of those things. That's very normal for things like gospel music, things like rock music, things like metal, progressive sort of pop music and things like that. What your arm is not good at, however, is speed. Your arms can't play something like 16th notes most of the time at 120 beats a minute. So it's just something to kind of think about. Let's go to the other extreme and talk about fingers, right? Your fingers can do speed extremely well, right? It's a small muscle grouping and they can move that stick sort of bouncing in between your fulcrum there, whether it be in the front part of your hand or in the middle part of your hand, an offset fulcrum. It can really bounce that stick and sort of rock it back and forth super fast. However, your fingers are not good at producing a lot of power, right? Now, this gets us to our wrists. Our wrists are a compromise in between those two things. It has a little bit of power, which the arm has, but it has a little bit of that speed also. And that's why we tell students, for the most part, that pretty much like 80 to 90% of what they're always going to be playing with is going to be a large percentage of wrist. Now, of course, as they get a little bit quicker, there's going to be a percentage of wrist and finger. As they get slower and as the amount of power that's needed to be played, they're going to have some percentage of wrist, but a large percentage of arm. Now, of course, that's all being super general. And it really helps, especially if you're a middle school director or a middle school educator, to really sit your percussionists down and say, hey, who would win a race? An 18-wheeler or a motorcycle? And most of them, of course, will kind of get where you're going. The 18-wheeler has its purpose is to pull heavy stuff. It has power. Or that motorcycle has its purpose is to be mobile, is to be quick and efficient, right? But what's in between there? What do most people have? Well, we have some form of a sedan, some sort of mid-size automobile or vehicle, and that's what our wrists kind of serve for us within the percussion community. It's a compromise between speed and power. If you have any questions, you have any comments, please hit me up in the comment section below, or you can check out my inbox. It's Marcus at marcushawkinsmusic.com. I'll see you guys in the next video.